All those receiving shots of the new vaccine are being issued these plastic identity cards. Viewers are urged not to leave their homes unless absolutely necessary, and are reminded that if they do, they must carry their vaccine cards with them. Police, Army, and militia officers may demand to see them.
Remember to keep your windows up and your doors locked once you get into the city. Maybe the bug can't get you now, but that shot won't protect you from the crazies.
Already, hospital facilities have begun to crack under the strain, and civil defense authorities state that the situation is much the same across the entire country. Martial law is now nationwide. Major cities in all parts of the country report victims falling dead in the streets, in their homes, at their work. The first symptom appears to be severe choking, followed by immediate unconsciousness. Death occurs within minutes. Our fellow countrymen are dying.
All they keep down there in this game. Man, they got the books and the records of the top 500 companies. They got the Defense Department budget down here. And they got the negative for all your favorite movies. They got microfilm with tax return and newspaper stories. They got immigration records and census reports. And they got official accounts of all the wars and plane crashes and volcano eruptions and earthquakes and fires and floods and all the other disasters that interrupted the flow of things and the good old US of A. No, what does it matter, Sarah darling? All this filing and record keeping. We're never gonna give a shit. We're even gonna get a chance to see it all. This is a great big 14-mile tombstone.
Wash your hands, don't touch me, please. Please don't hug me, please don't spot me, please don't touch me, we are not G's. And even if we were, we can make a handshake using our feet. We can make a handshake using elbows, knees. I ain't trying to catch a disease, I ain't trying to catch no virus. Please don't come around me, hoodies up in the bus. If I hear someone cough or sneeze, dead, please don't cough for me. Sneeze but don't get snot on me, that might lead to quarantine. Bare pagans trying to plot on me, bare man trying to call shots on me. They say I touch beats with a major cause, not dead, I say it's minor. And Corona was not a surprise, why? Cause everything's made in China. And I knew it was coming from time, barely anything gets by me. Even Simpson said it was coming, and this was back in 1993. Like Rudy Gobert, I can't get enough of touching mics. Now the NBA's been suspended, what will I watch on Sunday nights? But it's not about me, it's about the people. Boris is a joke, he won't close schools, the government's evil. Spreading, you can say that it's COVID-19 like the virus, this year I'm trending. Let me just kill this track, spill these facts and I'm on to the next thing. But let's take this thing serious, please stay safe and don't get infected. Love to the families who've been affected.
As I swing just like a pendulum. Am I singular or plural? Swimming drunk and drinking dams and sinking like I'm futile. Since you are so rural, Thabs, think about your future. Don't just sing a song for sing-alongs. Simplify what's crucial. Small you like and sell a lot. Send your son to school cause spending time on endless others similar to Judas. Your friends will find you useless, so your fans despise your music. Why fantasize on huge wealth if you can't define your true self? Centralize your thoughts to sanctify your cause or purpose. Stand aside, then decide which merchandise to purchase. If it's worth the price, that's earthless. Working while it burdens, don't hurt your eyes. Searching skies to certify what's certain. Words advise the worst shit must want to smell like one inside. I've heard that life will first give us all advice that's borderline. Embarrassing comparisons and garrisons of paragons and bearing sins from bad luck when it tags along.
Bollick to the rescue, F-U-C-K the world when I step through. Got that fresh new, real raw, uncut, dumbed down, underground to educate these dumb fucks. Poured out blood guts, filled it with some lime green, crystallized purple hairs to burn and share with my team. Fuck yours. I've seen the picture on the widescreen, and the rebel army will calmly leave the crime scene. Exhibit A, baggy pants on the footage live stream. No hipster shit so my dick can fit inside jeans. 1990 shit, New York's a war zone. Knock your lights out, cut the power to your jawbone.
Game time, I'm not famous or fancy. No shucking and jiving, no Amos and Andy. Fucking with the ruckus, the stainless is handy. Clap guns, you whack, son Jackson and Randy. Candy rap, of course, but candy scrap the balls. Slam cats on floors, you Manny Pack. Heavyweight champ of rap. Never late, Desi shake, levitate your hat. Peabody the fiend, the team homage, your team sloppy, the beam properly, leave on your knot. The dude with disciples of Jesus Christ. I told my A like, chill B, we don't see alike. Don't hit girls, but best believe I will beat a dyke. The fuck down to the bitch, turn into Tina Ike. I beat it right. A friend of Cypher is a friend of mine. Diabolic, I beef, I defend it with Gemz in my nine. Yes.
Strike out the MC, and if he tempts me, I knock him out like Jack Dempsey.
Talk about the bar, talk about the bar.
You know, and I know I'm nice like that. Bullseye, direct hit, don't miss. My shooter charge per body, but the Uzi extra. Young 84 Scorpions, Rudy Schenker. Young eye told us explode like Sepultura live in Mexico. From the watchtower, death unfolds. My shooter charge per body, but the Uzi extra. Young 84 Scorpions, Rudy Schenker. Young eye told us explode like Sepultura live in Mexico. From the watchtower, death unfolds.
If I'm underpaid, I murder. I'm under your safe, hustling ways upstate, trying to bury bodies in one crate. Pain dealer, you get that coffin sealer off one plate. Gun case, my Hebrew lawyer, crush it off drug case. Work smelly, rock weird shades like that kid from Belly. Dosed out Santana, Woodstock, sit Barrett Jelly. Melly Mel shirts, a touchdown, we throwing confetti. Skagnetti, trying to catch Mickey slipping, he wasn't ready. Overturn the cosmos, we emperors of light. Sent a kite, said Satan was the tempter of Christ. Young Tiamat, the stove on a chain, that was the best advice. Cause all I need is a working kitchen and steady lights. Like an expedition incision with the heavy white, heavy stripes. The nozzle blow straight through your windpipe. Laid up in hospice, mosh pits with the safety off. Pagan claws, spray your face off. Clean it in case, 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 clean it in case.
Dr. Gentry, do you honestly feel that this is a time for martial law?
I don't think there is any question that martial law is needed. It's a necessity. It's already been established that the victims of the disease are beyond medical help once it has established itself to the degree of inducing violent behavior.
What you're saying then, sir, that is, if these people have contracted the disease, that there is...
I am saying is very simple. Shooting down the victims is as good a way of handling them as we have got.
I know you heard that I'm vicious, murder malicious, flirting with bitches just to get them smirking with visions of perfect conditions of love, and it's working. I'm vision to earning them digits, and it's so impervious that it's this courteous jet that's really so disturbed, and the plan is to turn to the exit with Missy and then lure her back into the whore, then grab this whore by the back of the hair and the tore. I chuck out a thorn under the back of the blackboard. I knock her unconscious. When she opens her eyes, she notices she's tied on each side by portions of hide. She's floating like 5 feet off at the ground, closest and wide, spread open, connected to some sort of torture device. She tries to scream but can't now, with a gag mouth from a rag bounce with piss from past house guests. She dangles and twists her ankles and wrists, are painful as strips, tighten at an angle that rips and mangles the skin, recoils and then straightens again. She's tangled and hitched without removing, the pain is immense. It begins to bend her appendages at opposite ends and rips a limb from limb. To call me sick would be an understatement. I'm a ton of hatred, rapid graphic passions, and my only fun is mayhem. My mind can wander to the darkest parts of its extent and cause somebody harm by acting out all of these images. To call me sick would be an understatement. I'm a ton of hatred, rapid graphic passions, and my only fun is mayhem. My mind can wander to the darkest parts of its extent and cause somebody harm by acting out all of these images.
Whoever did this also used a knife on the woman, carved her up like a piece of meat, and then he cut her eyes out. This bastard took her eyes with him.
Yo, ayo, Richard Ramirez. I wasn't always vicious and fearless. I was raised to be a Christian, but different spirits show me visions of malicious and sinister dealings, of making victims out of all men, women, and children. Always thinking how it felt when I finally killed them. Shit was different, but I still crept into the buildings, looking for a fresh kill when I stalked the night. Forced the wife to have sex while the husband cries. Fuck your life, fuck your eyes with a pocket knife. Drugs incite me to try what the monster likes. Dark surprise when I pop out your closet with a large blade that'll fuck up your carcass. Blood on the carpet, I turn the whole room red. I'm in the darkness or hide in your tool shed. Reside where the ghouls at. My mind is a full black moon. If I don't have the time, I will move fast.
People in this day and age are brainwashed and programmed like a computer at being nothing more than puppets. This nation, this country is founded in violence.
Let's go night stalking, let the knife do the talking. Wrap your dead wife in the carpet, my life is the darkness. Slice up your eyes with the sharpest, your life ends the night, that's a promise. Let's go night stalking, let the knife do the talking. Wrap your dead wife in the carpet, my life is the darkness. Slice up your eyes with the sharpest, your life ends the night, that's a promise.
Indiana Jones, so much willpower, I'm lifting Atlas stones with fractured bones.
Stand alone, lost in the catacombs and hammer throw enemy tanks across war-torn battle zones.
Drain a mortal life force from Dracula's veins, strapped in a straight jacket underwater, cracking a safe.
In deep sleeps, meat racking my brain, my unconnected punch shatters Wolverine's adamantium frame.
And my body's not a temple, it's a haunted house. Read my apocalypse and hear this straight from the horseman's mouth.
No strings attached like a cordless mouse, make you eat your words then kick you in the stomach just to force them out.
Accelerate time, so when in my presence, 10 years of your life is compressed to within a tenth of a second.
Only book flights to September 11th from Rick the Cancer from Constantine's chest to prevent him entering heaven.
Unable to break the habit, I've been taking acid, chasing dragons, inhaling gases through my nasal passage. Your brigade, the savage, trained assassins, is fast as shooting stars moving past surveillance cameras.
We the things that go bump in the night. Sleep's the cousin of death and there's body bags under my eyes. The second coming of Christ. Tears freeze to make the chip on my cold shoulder double in size.
Extract bullets from inside my head before my final breath, cause it's a brain matter of life and death. Danger signs accumulated hate inside. When I get hot-headed, my bodily fluids vaporize.
I'm a witch doctor, shake my stick at ya. My ritual protect your soul before we hit the changa. Make sure you're smudging all the dark corners, or you'll have nightmares bigger than your dream catcher.
Packing the talisman, drinking the blood of a Salaman, wearing Komodo dragon fangs. Voodoo fucking magic mud, instead the pins of what you suffocate. Live and let die without Baron Samedy and a rubber snake.
I'm a witch doctor,
a spit boxer.
Prick your skin, inject the venom from a frog in ya. And Ancestral language on the tip of my tongue. I'm licking poison off of psychoactive toads for fun.
Sticks and stones, fingers, toes, human teeth and lizard souls, chicken bones, spirits, ghosts, conjured up in a witch's bowl.
I'm a witch doctor,
a faith healer.
Come and see me if somebody puts a hex on ya. I got the herbal remedies that've been around for centuries, handed down to me, and I'll protect the family recipes.
Witch doctor, underworld master, black magic, dark art spellcaster. It helps laughter with no limit on my witchcraft, making them have an illusion from the poisonous. Get dark, get dark, get dark, get dark.
By the four beasts before the throne, by the fire which is about the throne, appear forthwith and show thyself to me, in beastly or in human form. By the dreadful day of judgment, by the face of the unholy majesty, I conjure and command thee, Prince of Darkness.
You better bite your tongue, cause if not, you'll fight a gun. My rap's the street like a bum, I write scum. Corner raps, you caught a crack in your skull trying to talk back to the quarterback. I call shots, I sold pot to old twats. I ran through different blocks like I had no pots. I get vexed, attack your headset, kid you dead next. You ain't sick, you won't flip, I don't trip, I don't get pimped. I got ownership of all of my own shit. I'm not homeless, like all you rappers on a label's dick. You're not controlling your shit like you're a disabled bitch. The Brooklyn hustler with the psychological family. You disrespect us and we'll bust shots at you randomly. You gotta hand it to me, I made a lot happen with nothing. At least now I'm clapping for something. Bump this, rock this, pump this, obnoxious, brutal slang, psycho shit, toxic in boxes. Kids sit back, absorb it, cause you know this shit be morbid. Bump this, rock this, pump this, obnoxious, brutal slang, psycho shit, toxic in boxes. Kids sit back, absorb it, cause you know this shit be morbid.
Yo, in the name of the angel, one sacred blood from a racist god. Those that are brave enough will invoke what his angels crush. Spoken in ancient tongues, provoking the waves to rush over your city until it's rubble, you fade the dust. The trouble we're waking up, these monsters are shaking up. The others that hate your guts, they're not that afraid of us. The powerful symbolism can trap you in mental prison, attack you with wicked wisdom. They laugh at your simple vision. It's madness, your intuition will tell you this grim depiction of death will begin to get in your head and you think you're tripping. And that's when your indecision will get you no further. Then you wake up to realize you're arrested for murder. And now the fact you're a servant of these incredible urges is coming back to you burning like black candles inverted. And death will we worship, any second guessing is worthless. I need the breath of a virgin to bring me back as a person. I'm in your Catholic churches with pentagrams and the curses to kill a man and reverse it to little maggots and hearses. You're in a castle with merges of sin and the savage urges to skin a cat and to turn into sick and tragical furniture. Picking axes to murder you, spitting raps that'll fuck up your inner heaven and burning you. Send a medical surgeon. I've been a practical person, so interacting and lurking. No women should get disturbing, but shit, I'm actually yearning.
The infidel, regardless, sacrilegious. I've been to hell, I call it the devil's vision. No sins to tell, your God is a mental prison. I bring the spell of darkness and demolition.
You carry the plague, you've killed hundreds of people.
What you talking about? It's not my fault. It's your fault! It's all your fault!
Chambers revolving like when a fidget spins. Short, stumpy, fat barrels like a midget's limbs. Bullets hissing wind, ripping skins, twisting limbs. Get your friends, one-man army carving through 50 men. Heavy machine guns, pissing flint, spitting tin. Doing drive-bys in a death trap, the 60s bends. Living sin, split your wig open for 50 tins. Do whatever it takes to get the win, or get me in. Ice cold, Kuklinski with the switchblade. Viking sun, make blood wings out of your rib cage. Crash whips, skin looking like breaded breasts. My speciality's mincemeat and shredded flesh. Fresh to wreck, fresh to death when I resurrect. It's the guillotine machine, it's protect your neck. Check the ball, trap you in checkmate for an extra check. Decapitate amputees, look like they got an extra neck. Extra neck, extra neck, extra neck, extra neck, extra neck, extra neck, extra neck.
Look, you put martial law on a town, drop a sneak perimeter around them like that, and you're just polarizing the situation. That army becomes an invasionary force. Those people are going to resist.
We're all concerned with Evans City, Mr. Hawks, but our primary consideration at this point is national security. All the citizens are being rounded up. We've got to get them together in a central area. That'll solve the communications problem and check any possible spread of the virus. You got to get the president on the phone. We've got to get a nuclear weapon in the air above that town. Isn't that a little drastic? None of us wants to have to resort to that, but we've got to be ready. If Trixie jumps that perimeter, this thing could spread over the entire continent. All right. Get me the president.
They killed my entire family, murdered and tortured, raped and pillaged. I was only 5 and I was the only surviving witness. My entire village burned to the ground. He wore a serpent in his crown, happily committed murder with a frown. And an army of black hooded fiery skull generals and a sorcerer that could cast spells that'll change the genitals. Held me in slavery till I turned 18. Killed my slave master 5 years later, became king. And I slain dragons in 8 states during famine. Had the seeds of war planted in a dirty tavern. Had the seeds of presidents killed in a burst of anger. And had their parents bleed to death on the floor of a dirty bathroom. I watched the palaces burn. I seen the ashes of my comrades return to their family in an urn. While a proud child remembers his father that died, the cycle continues with vengeance alive in his mind.
War is my destiny. These orders unleashed. War is my destiny. Chaos. War is my destiny. Under a Beltway sky. War is my destiny.
To be the sound, voice kept in ethereal underground.
Little Billy put a gun to his head right after shooting everybody dead. They should have thought about those moments that they said negative things with a bully tone. I guess this no heaven for the kids or the parents or the teachers, no victims bliss. No hell either, already went through it. Wish you could go back and say, don't do it. Even though Jeremy spoke open, years later nobody listening to a close friend. You just Facebook poking, a Twitter tweaker with a hashtag soaked in. All that blood from the massacre, you can still hear the voices in his head and laughter coming from outside of his head splattering after. You can hear a pin drop shatter.
Let's all fuck with Eddie, cause that's real fun, huh? Bunch of fucking assholes! I'm gonna nail every one of those bastards. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I'm gonna nail them.
1994 was dark and depressing. A fallen angel, righteously departed from heaven. He roamed the earth, searching for a carcass to get it. Possessed a woman, just so happens that my mama was pregnant. He tarnished my flesh, sparked my heart like a medic. Carnage was endless, proceed to pick apart my genetics. I popped out, brain damaged and carcinogenic. Programmed to put holes in your cardigan sweaters. My body needs to iron like I'm diagnosed with anemia. Studying my mind is like reading encyclopedias. I'm devious, I need an immediate medium to help me from these demons that feed me these ingredients that make me wanna murder. They keeping me tedious to the fact that my soul is perceived as obedient. As we proceed to be deceived by the media, I turn the grove to rap city, everything is bohemian. You can call it profit rap, call it strap to your headpiece, cock it back. Post-apocalyptic ghetto villains, monster rap. While you struggling to breathe, we just watch and laugh, yeah. You can call it profit rap, call it strap to your headpiece, cock it back. Post-apocalyptic ghetto villains, monster rap. While you struggling to breathe, we just watch and laugh, yeah.
Je débarque la délicatesse d'un spartiate dans ce bal masqué mental d'acier, je débarque la pénible bassesse de rap friable. Désolé, je parle pas de pillard, cerf-volé de gangsters de l'OV, plutôt des terres à faire voler leur maquillage. Qui déballe le diable et je parle pas que du rap patriarche. Du mal animé par un dieu qui lui n'est pas priable. L'homme est puis sa via, nuire oublie que grise, cardiaque et fric ne le suivent pas quand vient la crise cardiaque. Quand je brise le cartilage, tous perdus les signes derrière le masque de la mort. Désolé si tu me trouves partial. En quadrillage sur ton ouverture d'esprit, je prends des hochements de tête comme une couverture d'estime. Je te cause plume, en main je combat ce qui nous obstrue, je posture pour des messages sur mon fait de lettres posthumes. Vous me voir sur un gros cul, parler de costume dès ce soir. Je refuse le costume de celui qu'il faudrait que je sois.
Is this the end of technological man? Is this the conclusion of all our yesterdays? The boasts of our fabled science? The superhuman conquests of space and time? The age of the wheel? We were warned of judgment. Well, Here it is. Here. Now.